welcome back. This is RandoGEEK. Alright guys, so we have this article from Fierce Wireless, T-Mobile CEO. We're still the insurgent. Alright, so basically what's being commented here is that Mike Sievert, the CEO of T-Mobile, is saying that they're still the insurgent and they're still the rebels they were back in 2013 when they went public and even before then. And they're saying, basically he's saying that they have plenty of room to grow, that we pretty much haven't seen anything yet. That if you think T-Mobile's big, just look out, that there's plenty of room for them to get even bigger. Now, let me comment on this. Taking a look at where T-Mobile is in 2023, stacking them up against at&t and Verizon, I definitely think from a business standpoint, okay, as far as the service that's being offered in 5G, right? The strength of their 5G network at this current time, the plans that are being offered, I think that they definitely do have room to grow. I think they have plenty of room to improve. I think they're doing a lot of things correct. I think there's a lot of things that could be adjusted, like starting with their current plans, the new plans. I don't think they're terrible. I don't think they're great. There are some tactics that are going on within the company that I don't really approve of, such as this whole new free line situation where they're trying to convert people from grandfathered plans over to the new Go 5G and promising them basically a throttled, watered down free line. Not to mention the data breaches that are always happening within the company. So my point here is that I do think T-Mobile is on a strong path. Like, as far as their focus, I think they have a good idea of what they're trying to do. I think that they need some improvement. I think that with a little more focus, a little more dedication, that they could really be bigger than they are now. I think if they tightened up their security, knocked all this, did more to prevent data breaches, one, make their network more secure for customers. I think if they did that, they wouldn't lose as many customers, and they might actually gain more customers just from tightening their security. Okay, we're not even looking at plans right now. The plans are decent. They're not all perfect, but let's focus on the data breaches, the security measures, get the company tighter, make it more solid, more reliable, trustworthy, right? Then we can focus on some plan changes. Okay, make some adjustments there. But overall, when you put those two things that I mentioned aside, I do think when you stack them up to at&t and Verizon at this current time, T-Mobile does seem to be the more focused carrier as far as the direction they're trying to go in, as where I do feel like at&t and Verizon are becoming a little bit desperate, and they're just kind of trying anything at this point just to pretty much raise capital and to just stay relevant and stay popular and continue to grow. So I feel like that's the difference between T-Mobile right now, and that's where the confidence from this article comes from. That's where his message is pretty much coming from. He has a little more confidence than, T-Mobile has a little more confidence, a little more swag at this current time than at&t and Verizon do. And you can let me know in the comment section if you agree with that. Again, I try to be neutral, I try to be fair, I try to point out the things that I feel are, standing out to me. Like, that's what I'm getting from this. When I stack up what's going on in the T-Mobile business right now, what I'm seeing, the changes, the plans, the security issues, but then also at the same time, they're growing. Even with these problems, even with things that people don't approve of, they're still growing. They are still getting more popular. So imagine if they focused and tightened up the security, and also, maybe with the Go 5G plans, reevaluate them a little bit. Maybe find a way to customize it in a way that if you're going to pay a little bit more, throw in something else, maybe add back like Netflix on a regular Go 5G plan, because that's something a lot of people do want. These are things people look for in plans, and especially if they've already had it, they don't want to lose it, right? You don't want to lose perks. You're looking to gain perks, never lose perks. So that the old T-Mobile way would have added that in, right? So they've made some changes to their Un-carrier fashion. So yes, technically they're still Un-carrier, but they took away some Un-carrier. They basically made some Un-carrier, not Un-carrier. They basically made some carrier moves, should I say, right? With these new plans, they took away something, as where the Un-carrier way of T-Mobile would have given you more. So, that's a reevaluation there, right? For them, that's something they can look at, refocus, and then, circle back on that and maybe come to a conclusion on how they can do that while still getting the cost that they require to operate the plan. So, yeah, I think they definitely have room to grow. I think there's plenty of space for them to grow. I think that people are looking at them and caring more about them, or treating them more respectfully than they were, say, 10 years ago, where people were just getting on T-Mobile because it was the cheapest. And now people are starting to take them a little bit more serious. They still got plenty of work to do as far as the network. There are a lot of areas where low band is not good, and I wouldn't call them the most reliable network by far. But I would say in big cities, they're the king of 5G. In many cities, not all. There's many cities where Verizon's ultra wideband is the king, and there's many cities where ultra capacity is the king. So, but I will definitely say that in a lot of cities, T-Mobile, at least for right now, has got to be taking the cake. For now. That can change. That might change. But we're talking about currently. We're talking about May 2023. So let me know in the comments section how you feel about this. And do you agree or disagree? Let me know. Don't forget to hit that like button on your way out. And please consider subscribing. This way you can stay in the loop with all the latest tech information and news. And I'll catch you in the next one. Bye for now.